Hello my lovelies, today I am super excited because I have a whole bunch of holiday dresses and party wear to try on here, and I wanted to do a little try on because I'm not keeping all of these and I need to make a decision on what to keep, so hopefully you can help me out with that. I thought we would start out with red because I'm super excited to wear some red things for the holiday season, and let's start with a red dress. I have a couple of them, and the first one here is actually a Zara purchase. Isn't this silhouette just so darling? I just think these are beautiful, these sort of A-line skater dress styles and the high neck. The shape of this is so simple. I really feel like you can accessorize it and dress it up or down however you want. So you have a lot of versatility with this. This dress is kind of, it's top stitched, it's sewn in panels, not that easy for you to see maybe in the back. I'm not entirely sure I love it, if I'm being honest. So this is my first time ordering from Zara in a very long time. I used to buy more of their clothes and then I just, can I say this? I became more concerned with the quality of clothes and I just found myself returning more than I really kept. And I just want to show you an example of this. I am sorry, we are starting out with something slightly disappointing, or negative rather, but you can see the stitching here is really not very clean at all, and I think when they have made the stitching such a feature of this dress, the top stitching and everything, you can see here as well, I just think maybe do it well. So not immediately super impressed, if I can say that, but they are details up close. So I am going to try this on. Zara sizing is, as always, a mystery to figure out, so let's put this on and have a look. I bought this in a size small, somewhat annoyingly, because I really hoped the fit of this would be terrible, but I do actually quite like how it sits in the waist and just flares out at the hips. I do actually quite like that, and it's also a very comfortable dress to have on. Oh, that's annoying. Although it is thin, it's not too thin. I don't love this part though. You can see that kind of, and it's not my microphone. It's like that without it as well. Should have had a dart there really to just fit a little bit better. But I love the sleeves here as well because they're really helping create that hourglass shape in the dress, which I think is flattering. Let me know what you think about this. I am torn, because I do like it, but also the details of it annoy me a little bit. I have another red dress, and this is from H&M, and this fit I am much more unsure about whether I will like or not, whereas this one is very much my style. This is sort of A-line and it has a ruffle at the hem here, so I'll see how long this is. And I bought this in a size small. It looks to be fairly roomy, and it is this halter neck and it has a bow in the back. This is 93% polyester and 7% polyamide. Not that surprised, but I want to check anyways. The fabric has this imprint on it that gives it a lot of texture and interest, so let's try this one on. Okay, I'm not entirely sure about this one either. What do we think? I actually feel like the length is not too bad, but it still feels like the silhouette. Maybe if it were a little bit shorter, I don't know. Obviously you don't want this dress too short because for people who are taller, I think this would be really good. But I love it kind of waist and up, and I love the bow detail in the back. I think the halter neck style is really cute, and I felt maybe if I belted it, so I pulled out my belt here. I don't feel like it's entirely working. Let me know what you think, but I just feel like it's having this unflattering bulge here and then kicking out in the ruffle, and I just think it's not really, this might not be completely 100% either. And I did also order a pair of shoes from H&M, so let's unwrap those. It's not quite tweed, but it is fabric and it's quite textured, and then you have this obviously faux leather detail at the tip here. I just thought these were really cute and perfect as a sort of winter white party heel. Obviously not too high either, which we are loving. Thought these were quite cute and really affordable as well. Now, while this next dress isn't technically red, it is burgundy, so I thought it would go with the others here. And I do really like this color. This is a maxi length. This is also from H&M. It was quite affordable and the fabric still feels really nice and substantial, not too thin. It is also lined, which I think is good. And I will say this is quite similar both in style, but also in color to a dress I already have from And Other Stories that I have talked about at length on my channel. I love that one so much, but because I loved it so much, I really wanted this one as well. And it could also be quite a good alternative if you want something a little bit more affordable. This one has these spaghetti straps and they kind of go round in the back, and this has potential for sort of, yeah, you can shorten the straps, which is always nice when you can kind of adjust the dresses a little bit to make them fit a little bit better. I got the size extra small, so we'll see how that fits. Okay, I don't know why I ordered this in a size down, because I definitely shouldn't have. It was a little bit of a tight squeeze to get it on because there isn't a zipper or anything. So I just had to loosen these ties and I had to take my bra off because otherwise it wouldn't fit over my chest. But I do think it is a pretty dress actually. Just don't size down and I think it's going to hang a little bit better. And I do think it looks quite like it's just such a simple silhouette, very classic, and you can dress this up or down. You can layer on the accessories, you could layer a blazer over, I think would look really good. There are so many ways of kind of styling this dress that I think it is actually quite a good option. I did actually notice that the ties in the back, you can kind of tighten them a little bit. Obviously that is not necessary here in my case, I had to do the opposite, but that means you can kind of get that nice fit in the waist here, which I really like. One more red piece and it is this super cute skirt. This is also from H&M, but when I saw this I immediately thought of a self-portrait because of these bows. I just thought this was really sweet, and they did do a matching jacket as well. I didn't quite love it, not on its own and not with the skirt, but I just think you have so many styling options with this skirt alone that I thought I would just get that. And this is a size US 6, a EU 38. It is 100% polyester, which, you know, is H&M, unfortunately, but the fabric still feels really soft and it is lined. Let me see if I have a top I can pair this with. I have this off the shoulder top that I'm going to try to wear with the skirt. We will see, at least I will have something on. This top is actually so nice and soft. I ordered something quite similar from COS, but it just was too small. This one is actually like quite comfy, I will say. Anyways, I love this skirt. I think it is the cutest thing. I would probably get the size down. I think the size down is my normal size in H&M, so definitely don't size up in this, I would say. But they were sold out, so I had to get this one. But the skirt is so cute. I like it so much, and I can see styling this with quite festive tops. It would go great with a red top that is kind of matching for sort of a dress-like feel, and I think this would look fantastic with sort of knitwear as well. There are so many styling options for this skirt. I really like it. I think this is my favorite piece so far, and we are also through all of the red items, but I do have some more pieces with bows on them, and shall we just take a look, because I am so excited. Okay, let me show you one of the pieces I am the most excited about in this entire haul. And I will say, when I looked at this online, I was excited. I knew I had to try it, like immediately I ordered it. And I just unwrapped it and put it on the rail. I like it even more in real life. Hopefully this fits. But just take a look at this dress. Take a look at this super cute dress. It's adorable. If you're into pink and bows, I think you're going to love this dress as much as I do. Oh, I just feel like this is it's such an over-the-top dress in the way that I like my dresses to be over the top. It's so girly and feminine, and I love the extravagance of this bow being sort of the sleeves. And I got this in a size EU 36, US 4. And let me just have a look. This was 129 euros, which is not too bad. Can we see what this is made out of, please? The fabric is it's sort of stiff and structured, but not uncomfortably so. It still feels really soft. But you obviously want this kind of dress to have a little bit of structure for it to hold its shape bow-wise. This is 55% cotton, 42% modal, and 3% elastane, and the lining is 100% cotton. Combined with the design as well, I think that justifies the price even more. Okay, I'm too excited. I'm going to put it on. The inside is sort of quite structured as well, and it has this, it's easier to show before I put the dress on. It has this silicone band on the inside, hopefully to help it stay up a little bit. It's not a super heavy dress, I will say that, but obviously it is rather substantial, and you can take these off, like they have little hooks so you can remove the straps if you want to. Maybe we'll try that. Okay, I really need to put this on now, so let's do that. Okay, I am being saved by the slight stretch that is in this dress. I might need to get the size up, I think, because it's just a little bit too tight. You can see sort of the lines here indicate it's a little bit too tight in the hips and in the bust as well. Obviously you can't see it because of this fabulous bow, but it definitely is a little bit on the tighter side. So if you are between sizes, take your bigger one, I would say. I decided to just let the straps hang down. You can see how much structure is in this bow. I think it is the cutest thing. It doesn't really scream Christmas party or anything this time of year, I don't think. I still think it works because it's a beautiful dress and it is quite festive with the bow, but this is something I would see being really great for a summer party, lots of other different festivities where you can be a little bit over the top. Let me try with the sort of straps on. It does make the dress feel like it's going to stay up and be a touch more secure, especially if you will be moving around a little bit, maybe getting to a venue. I would wear these and then I would take them off later. But honestly, the bust part, the top part of this dress has so much structure that I didn't feel like it would fall down even without. Oh, I think it is so, so cute. I love this dress, but I am aware it's not feeling the most sort of holiday spirit-y. Now I have another sort of quite similar dress, but a lot less over the top and much more wintry, or at least winter holiday, Christmas holiday like. So I have this super cute, again, mini dress. This is from Self Portrait. I have a couple of dresses from them before and they just do party dresses so incredibly well. They just have such a unique and feminine and beautiful design. I love their dresses so much. They are a little bit more on the pricey side, so I don't tend to buy from them a lot. It's also a little bit difficult to get in Norway, but this one I actually found in the sale as well. And it has this bow detail, and same as with the dress I have on now, the shoulders kind of, these are kind of sleeves, off the shoulder sleeves. And black and white I think just goes really well for this time of year as well, even though it is a short dress. And this one I bought in a size UK 10, US 6 as well. This dress, however, is 100% polyester, which kind of hurts a little bit with especially with the original price tag of this dress. So definitely keep that in mind. I think the value for money on this dress right here is way up there, especially when you compare it to more expensive dresses made of much cheaper materials. But the design got me, so we are going to try this one on and see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, I really love this dress. I will say I probably could have gotten the size down, but I don't think I have to. Let me know if you think this fits okay or if I need to return it, because it feels quite comfortable. I just think it could have been like a little bit more form fitting because you don't want these to fall down, but there is sort of boning in the bodice here to help this stand up so it doesn't fall, like it's not only standing up because of the elastic. And speaking of that, it's also very, very comfortable. This is such a comfy dress, and I just think this is so beautiful for a party this time of year because of the black and the white. But for the full length shots of this dress, I wanted to show you some shoes, and I also ordered a pair of shoes from Zara, and they are red, again with a small heel. Can you even see that? It's really my new favorite thing. I have so many of these heights now, and they are just so much more comfortable to walk in than the sort of 4-inch heels that I used to have as my minimum. Just have that little bow. Again, another bow detail. Can you tell? It's one of my favorite details to have on clothes and shoes and accessories and everything. I just think it is so, so adorable. Yeah, that's a perfect fit. So I am normally a 36 to a 37, and I got these in a 37, especially because of these having that pointed toe. I really don't want those shoes to be too small, but these fit well. So if you have slightly wider feet as well, you can probably choose the size up. They are quite comfortable though. A little wobbly, and I think they work really well for this dress, and it just makes the whole outfit even a little bit more sort of Christmassy holiday party like, I think. And then I have this cardigan that I thought was really cute with these bows on. I did actually try to buy from H&M one of these sort of sequiny bow cardigans. I did buy a black one last year and I just didn't feel it 100%, but I saw that they brought back the white one as well this year, and of course it's sold out. So I am still frequently checking the website to see if that comes back in stock because I really, really like it. And when I was in there and looking at that one, this popped up as a suggestion as well. And this is obviously a lot more casual. I think this is fantastic if you love that style, but you don't necessarily want a sequin outfit because it can be a lot. Quite a lot. And this I just think is really cute, and it's a piece that can be worn for the rest of the year as well. It's not necessarily sort of holiday, but especially if you have kind of a lot of casual events, I think this is great if you want to still be a little bit on theme, but not necessarily be way too much. So I'm just going to pop my jeans back on with this. I think this is really cute. It's also really soft. It's not made in natural materials because it wouldn't be for this price, but I do think this is quite a versatile piece because you can kind of use it to dress up casual pieces, and you can use it to dress down more dressy pieces like the skirt or even a dress. Now, before I move on from the bows completely, I just wanted to show you one more accessory, and that is a hair bow. And I think H&M is really good at this. I have quite a few of them. I want to show you up close. You can see it's obviously black satin, and then it has these black beads on it as well. Just how good does that look? I love black on black with just a difference in texture and obviously material in this case. It just looks so good. I just think this is super, super cute. I kind of feel like it would look even better if I had longer hair, but I saw that they only had like 1 or 2 left in stock, so I just immediately bought it. I have definitely a weakness for hair bows. I'm just gonna try to put it into my hair, but please don't judge because I am doing this very quickly and it's probably not going to look fantastic, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like size-wise on a head. And although this has a substantial weight to it because of all of those beads on it, it's really not that heavy. It doesn't tug on my hair. This is not the kind of, it's not so heavy I think this would sort of give me a headache or anything. So that would be bows. Now I have quite a few differently embellished items, and shall we just start with some of the black pieces I have, because black is always a classic for the holiday season. Okay, the first dress I want to show you is another one from And Other Stories. It's my second and the last dress from And Other Stories. And this I have seen in different sort of colors and prints before. And I have been so close to buying it then, but I held off, and then I saw it in black and I just thought, wow, would this be fantastic for a Christmas party? So you have these ruffles, and I feel like the cut of it is fairly, like the silhouette is pretty summery because of these ruffles, but being in black, I think this actually works quite well for the season we are in now. It has sort of a slight bubble hem as well, and it just makes the whole dress sort of a little bit poofy and girly, I think. And it has this waffle seam panel in the back to make it, I love when dresses have this. It's obviously not the most tailored style in the back, but it usually means that you have something that is quite fitted and it's still not too tight because it's elastic, so you just get it tight enough, which tends to be quite a flattering fit. And the sleeves as well have a little bit of elastic in them, so hopefully this is going to be quite versatile in how it fits. It's just so fun. So let me try this one on. Actually, before I do, this is a size EU 36, UK 8, so same size as the pink dress. We'll see if it fits. And this was 149 euros. And this is 100% cotton, both the outer and the lining, which is, again, quite good. I am always very happy when I see natural materials instead of just polyester, because I think sometimes these stores can get away with using polyester because people buy it for the design and not because it's in natural materials. Does that make sense? Anyways, let's put this on. Oh my goodness, these And Other Stories dresses are so good. I'm so impressed. The fabric is also really nice and substantial in these, but the design of this is so cute. This is so feminine. I just feel really, I don't know, festive in it. I just think it is adorable. And this is cotton, so it's completely matte. You don't have any sort of shining things, no sparkles or whatsoever. So personally, I would use accessories to do that. You can see I still have the hair bow in, which is probably helping it a little bit, sort of dress it up a little bit. But you have lots of space for some like statement necklace, some pearls or rhinestones, diamonds if you're feeling fancy. And I just think this is such a cute cut. And I say this in every haul, I am on the shorter side, and this is already a little bit short on me. I don't feel like it's too short because it's so wide and poofy. There's so much material that I don't really feel exposed, but I do think it makes my legs look very long because it is so short. However, if you are quite tall, it might just be a little bit too short for you. But what do we think? And how good are And Other Stories at doing dresses? Oh my goodness. But for a Christmas party, I would definitely sort of use accessories to make this feel a little bit more Christmassy, because it can lean a little summery with these straps and everything. That's just my opinion. Now, if you want the dress to be very festive on its own, the next dress is definitely going to do that, because this dress from Mango is just a whole, it's very feathery, and you can see it's still a very simple basic cut. You can probably tell this has been a silhouette I have been quite drawn to this season. I have a fair bit of dresses like this, but I just really like it because it lets all the other details shine. And for this dress as well, you have this trim at the top with feathers, and I'm really excited about this. It's feeling quite sort of New Year's Eve-y to me. This dress, however, as you can see, it's kind of just falling. It doesn't have that same structure as the previous pink dress did, and the self-portrait dress as well had a lot of structure to kind of stay up. This dress only has that silicone band on the inside to hopefully make it stay up, which I don't know how effective it's going to be. I always prefer when dresses have a little bit of internal structure. It just tends to look a little bit better. So we'll see. This dress wasn't super inexpensive either, if I remember correctly. This is Mango Selection, the tag says. I don't know if that says anything to anyone. I got this in a size small. It says US 4, UK 8. If I remember, I think this was around 150 euros. It might have been like $180 or something like that, if I remember correctly. It wasn't super inexpensive, so that's just when I expect the dress to have a little bit more going for it, if that makes sense. Let me have a look at the materials. It does have a little lining on the inside, which we do like. The dress is 100% viscose, which is considerably better than polyester, so at least there is that. So let's try this on, shall we? I'm just gonna hold my microphone because I don't know where else to put it on this dress. So this is actually kind of a good fit, I think. It's not too sort of overly fitted or tight anywhere. There isn't really stretch in this whatsoever, so you are kind of dependent on this actually fitting you well. And it does stay up, but that is because it is kind of, as you can see, tight in the chest. Not tight, but it's not loose whatsoever. Otherwise, it definitely would fall down. The feathers are obviously sort of meant to be the star of the show. I don't know. What do we think about them? I can't tell if they're supposed to sort of stay up like this or if they're supposed to be put down. I am very sorry about the lighting. It's going to shift throughout the video as it has done. It will continue to do. And throughout this entire season, it's such a difficult season to film in because I do prefer natural light for my videos, but it just keeps shifting and you only have a tiny few hours, 4 if you're lucky, where you have a natural light. So I am sorry about that. I will do my best to make it as not annoying as possible. Anyways, back to the dress. I'd love to hear what you think about this dress though, and considering it wasn't exactly inexpensive, I just felt more impressed by my And Other Stories dresses. So let me know what you think. I am going to go through these dresses over again once I am done with this haul and just try to style them and sort of play around with how I would style them for the different parties I have coming up. So if you would like to see that, I'm probably going to film it. I might as well. I'm going to spend time doing it, so I might as well film it. So let me know if you would like to see that. Shall we just move on to the next dress? I think we're at the point where it's time to do sparkles and festiveness. Is there another way to describe that? I don't think so. But I have a few dresses that are very sort of, there is no other way to describe them than party, whereas some of the pieces I have shown you up until now, a lot of them you can kind of style for different occasions as well. This is very much this time of year and it's a party. And the first dress I have is this from Sandro, and this is a knit dress, and I didn't really see that in the pictures, but in real life it has that velvety look to it, although it is like a knit. It was not described as velvet, but I just think it is so cool. And obviously you have this embellishment along the neckline and the sleeves. This dress was also not inexpensive. It's one of the more expensive dresses in this haul, but ideally it's neutral enough that I can wear this for many seasons to come. This is 51% viscose, 48% polyamide and 1% elastane, which we don't love the sort of half content of polyamide for this price. Can they just stop doing that, please? Anyways, I am going to try this on. Okay, I feel like this dress has potential, but I think it might not be for me. Again, I really love the silhouette of this. It has a little zipper in the waistline as well, so it's quite easy to get into, even though it's a little bit of stretch, but not a ton. So it just means that it sits really well. But I think apart from that, the fit is a little bit off. I got this in a size EU 38, or that would be a US 6, I think. And as you can see, the neckline is a little bit sort of baggy. Sort of, you can see it here as well. I don't quite fill it out, I think is the nicest way I can say that. But in the sleeves here, the sort of rhinestones or embellishment here are tight. They're obviously not stretchy, so it's kind of just on the border of being a little bit uncomfortable. So it's definitely a little bit tight here, a little bit loose here. And in addition to that, although I do love the A-line design of this and the way it's kind of fitted in the waist and kicks out, I think it might just be a little bit too long for me. Other than that, I do think it is a really beautiful dress, and it's just one of those dresses that has enough going on that you can wear this to a party and it's nice and fun, but you're still wearing a little black dress that is really classic and simple and nothing too sort of over the top. I feel like this is so much easier to wear to a party than the pink bow dress, where you just need a different personality, I think. Does anyone agree? Does anyone understand what I'm saying by that? Of course, I can't do a holiday haul without a little bit of sequin, and I do actually have 3 sequin pieces, so let's start with the dress first. This is a dress from H&M, and it is a wrap dress, which I think is a great way of wearing sequin because it's making it a little bit, I don't necessarily want to say casual because sequin is very difficult to do in a casual way, but it's just a little bit more sort of covered up and relaxed maybe. It's not quite relaxed either. Okay, shall we just try it on? This is in a size small. I can't remember what it cost. What I can say is that it's quite, can you see how see-through this is? I don't know if it's going to matter once I put the dress on, but it's one of the first things I noticed. But the long sleeves should hopefully mean that it's not uncomfortable. I hate when you have a sort of sleeveless sequin dress and then you put your arm down and it's just rubbing against that sequin all night and it's just so uncomfortable. Alright, Right, I actually quite like this dress. I think the silhouette is just so classic and simple that the sequin is really allowed to shine, sort of, sorry for the non-intended pun, but because the dress shape is so classic, I feel like it's not too difficult to style. It seems very simple, really versatile. I see this as something I could wear for several seasons to come. This doesn't sound like a good thing, but in a way it is, but it's not too memorable. I do like the dress, but it's not something that is so it's not like the pink dress that is much more difficult to repeat wear because people are going to remember that dress. Whereas with this kind of dress, I feel like you can kind of rely more on accessories and your hairstyle and your makeup, and this is just sort of working well with the entire look. Does that make sense? And at first I thought this was really sort of very low v-neck, as you can see, like that. You can obviously wear it like that as well, but you do have that little hook here that makes it just a lot more wearable, at least in my case. And I do also quite like the elastic in the back, as you can see, because that means that the waist is a little bit defined, because the top here is a little bit more baggy. So I really like that you do have that waist definition still. You don't have to pull the little wrap detail tie here to kind of make the dress sit well. It does that on its own. So I do actually quite like this dress, and it is the final dress, but I do have a few more fun pieces that I wanted to show you. So let's do that, shall we? I have a pair of sequin. These are also in black, as you can see. I really like black sequin because it just is a little more easy to get away with, I think. I feel like it's a little bit more sophisticated. I just really like it. It's all about the sparkle and not like crazy colors or anything. It really helps kind of elevate sequin a little bit, I think. So I have these wide leg trousers. I have been wanting a good pair of sequin trousers for such a long time, so I hope these work. And then I just wanted to pair them with a jumper that I have. Both of these pieces are also from H&M, and this jumper I just thought was so beautiful. It's very, very simple v-neck, and then you have pearls lining the v-neck in the front here. I think that is such a great way of, especially if you have sort of more casual events around the holidays as well. It's a great way of just being a little bit more dressy, because pearls are just going to do that, but without being over the top. I do have a couple of sort of more fancy knitwear pieces this year, because it just is such a fantastic way of getting dressed. And you can pair it with a dressy skirt. It would look great with a red skirt from before, and I think it's going to work well with the sequin as well, but this would look beautiful with the jeans that I had on earlier. So I think that works well. The jumper here is in a size extra small, which might be a little bit too small when I look at it. I just didn't want to order anything too big because I felt like it would just be too much of a v-neck. And then the sequin trousers here are in a size small. I'm going to put these on. Okay, first of all, I would say you definitely don't need to size down in this jumper. I probably could have taken a size small just to have it be a little bit more of a loose and relaxed fit. This is obviously quite a slim fit on me right now, but I love the design of it, and it's really soft. I love that you have a little bit of texture because of this rib knit as well. But you can see it's just like these would look a little bit better, I think, if the jumper was just a little bit like one size up. I could probably even take it in a medium, but you do need to be careful with that v-neck because it is obviously going to expand with every size. The trousers are actually really comfortable, and you do have an elasticated waist, so that really helps make them fit nicely. And these are a touch too long on me, but I really don't think that is too big of a deal because I am definitely going to be wearing these with heels anyways whenever I wear them, so I think that's fine. And obviously if you are taller, you don't want sequin trousers that are just way too cropped, and sequin is also a little bit more annoying to hem, so I like to get somewhat of the right length. And then I have kind of a similar outfit uniform, so let me get another sequin piece and another jumper. I have a sequin skirt, which is another sequin piece that I have been looking at getting for a while. And this is sort of, I don't want to call it quite silver, it's sort of almost gunmetal-y, like dark silver. Really nice though, you can see it's quite different, so much more intense than the black sequin, so it's a very different look. This is in a size small, also from H&M. So I am going to try this one on. You can see it is a midi length, and then I am going to try it on with one of my absolute favorite pieces from this haul, and that is this bead embellished wool jumper. This is from H&M, but this is sort of from their, if it's not from their more premium range, it's definitely in their sort of range where they have natural materials, because this is actually in 100% wool, which the price will reflect. I think this was 79 euros, something along those lines. Another v-neck, but look how beautiful this bead detail is. I think this is just a fantastic jumper for Christmas and the holiday season, because it is dressy, but it's still a wool knit jumper. It seems to be a beautiful quality. Wool is going to keep you warm. There is no embellishment on the back, so it's not going to be uncomfortable if you sit on a chair and things like that. But it is, I just think this is fantastic. I'm so obsessed with this. I think it looks way more expensive and high-end than it was, so that is always a good thing. I'm going to pair these two pieces together, so let's see what they look like. The jumper is in a size small, quite a wide v-neck, so we will see. Okay, this is definitely one of my favorite outfits. I think these two pieces work so well together. I just think that sequin and knitwear is such a cool combination, because there is the contrast in these two textures is just, it works really well, and I feel like it's just a little unexpected, which makes it feel like a little bit more fresh maybe. I love this jumper. I would definitely not size up though, because it would be way too wide, and I just think it is, I love this one more than the pearl one. They're very different, obviously, very different sort of vibes, but this one being 100% wool as well just gets my heart a little bit more, and I just think these are so cool. They kind of look a little bit, they give the jumper a little bit of an organic feel to it, I think, and the wool is really nice. It's not scratchy whatsoever. The skirt here I got in a size small, and you can see it's sort of a little bit loose, so maybe you could size down in that skirt, but I do think the color of it is really great, and I like the split on the side as well. It just makes it a little bit more comfortable to wear, although it is already a little bit stretchy. Such a cool combination. I feel like this is an outfit, like this straight up outfit, I'm just gonna accessorize it obviously, but these two pieces together I definitely would wear, so it's cool. We're ending this video on a high. I do have one last outfit, and that is a good thing. We are nearing the end, because I am definitely losing both light and steam at this point. But let me show you. I have this sparkly skirt, and I'm gonna say my first impression is that I'm a little bit disappointed. So this is from H&M. I think it almost looks a little bit better in camera as well. It is satin, and then all of these beads going over it. It definitely looks very special, very festive and unique. If I can be honest, I just feel like in real life it looks a little bit cheap, is my experience of this. I don't look at it and think, wow, that's amazing. I think it looks a little, yeah, not my favorite. I am going to try it on though. Maybe I love it when it's on. And then I have this top, and this top looks big. I got it in a size small, and this, as you can see, it comes with this little sparkly detail. I really like that this top is just so incredibly simple that you can just pair it with a simple pair. I think a pair of tailored trousers in black would look really good. Just going for an all black outfit with just like a little bit of sparkle, I think could work. And it's difficult for you to see like this, but it is also kind of open in the here. So I think this could be a nice, very simple top that is great for lots of different occasions, and you can kind of style it in lots of different ways. So I'm going to try these two pieces together. It's not necessarily the combination I would have chosen, especially not having seen the skirt, but it's the last two pieces, so let's just do it. Okay, the skirt is not really an improvement when I put it on, I don't think. It's very short on me. I don't think it's very flattering, and the material is very thin, so you kind of feel the beading through it. I'm really not a fan. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. Definitely not doing anything with that one. But the top I think is quite cute. It's very simple, and because it is so wide, I feel like I would probably tuck it into whatever bottom I was wearing. And I just really like the sort of open V detail here along with the little rhinestone bow. You probably know by now already that I have a weakness for the bows, so I can definitely see the top being fairly versatile style with a few different bottoms. Definitely the tailored trousers I mentioned before, and I think even the sequin skirt could look really good. Maybe the sequin trousers. Okay, well, there are options anyways. I think that is a good place to end the video, not the least because we are through with all the items. I am going to have a little play around with some of my favorite bits here and put together some outfits and see what I like and sort of plan my holiday outfits. So if you would like to see that, I'm probably going to try to film that because I might as well. It's a lot less boring to do it when I have you with me, so keep an eye out for that. And definitely be sure to let me know what your favorite pieces in this haul were. What do you think I should keep? What I should return? Do you agree with me? Do you not? It was a lot and I am not intending on keeping all of these things, but I do want to figure out what I'm wearing for the upcoming holiday season. And as always, I greatly appreciate your input. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you very shortly in the next video. Bye!